Hi, I'm Cobi Jones, and today I have stepping into Cobi's corner, two-time MLS Cup champion and current U.S. national team defender, Omar Gonzalez. Thanks for coming, Omar. Appreciate
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
I feel amiss. I haven't seen you in quite some time, so I got to say right off the bat, congratulations, man. You just got married.
Yeah.
Well
Thank
done.
you.
Well
Thank
done.
you. Thank
Welcome
you.
to the jungle, dude.
Hey, I'm now a member of the club, and everything's going good so far.
5 years with the LA Galaxy now. How have you changed as a player from when you first came into this team to where you are now? And what would you say is probably your biggest improvement?
I'm a little bit more composed on the field. I think I have more of a voice on the team now that it's my 6th year on the team now, and just feel more of a leader, a leadership role that I have here. Even though Robbie and Landon are the two key guys, I think that I can step in as a third guy unofficially. And
over these last years, you've trained with some of the best players in the world. We start with Landon Donovan, David Beckham, Robbie Keane. What have they taught you, and what have you taken from them that has helped you as a defender in matching up with different forwards throughout your career?
What I've noticed from all of them is that they have a winning mentality, and when they step on the field, they impose themselves on the games, and they find the ball, and they are attacking players, and for me as a defender, I get to see what the best tend to do and how they play, and I can sort of read that and find ways to stop them at practice, and then in turn stop other teams from scoring goals on us.
Okay, Robbie, Landon, David, which one was the hardest one for you to defend?
Probably Robbie Keane. Robbie Keane I think would be the hardest to mark. They each have their own special ability, and I think Robbie is one of those forwards who is very tough because his movements are so precise, and sometimes he's making 5 different moves in a few seconds, and you turn one way and he's going the other way, and Landon, he's very technical, he's very speedy, and he's also good at taking you on one-on-one. So that's been pretty tricky as well. And David, you have to be aware of his balls.
You don't have to give credit to all 3 of them. You just said Robbie. That's fine, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just,
We're good. We're good. They'll understand.
I'm just breaking it down for you.
Okay. Okay.
Well,
Well, let's jump in. Okay. We know that you went over to Europe and you were giving that an opportunity early on, and the injury happened. Your ACL, correct? After that injury, feeling fine, feeling good. That's all behind you.
Yeah.
Why not Europe? Why did you decide to stay with the LA Galaxy and stay within MLS?
I decided to stay because my abilities aren't slowing down by staying in this league. I only see that I'm going to continue to grow as a player, and I want to be a part of the growth of this league. I've loved every moment that I've been here in LA and a part of this league, and Jurgen has been telling guys to go to Europe, and I had a conversation with him, and he was very supportive of me staying here and continuing my football here.
You're a DP now. You got the DP contract, you're a DP player. Have you found that there's more pressure, more responsibility upon you since that?
Since signing the DP contract, I think that with becoming one of the key guys on a team, it brings good things and bad things. Some of the good things, other opportunities off the field, and then if you don't make certain plays or you don't do certain things right, it also brings a lot more scrutiny, and it's something that I've had to deal with where you got to take the good with the bad, and then just focus on doing everything you can to help your team win.
How do you feel about the recent criticism? We saw the game, the national team game against the friendly against Mexico and Arizona. Maybe not your best game. But
I think I had a fine game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you feel that there's no justification for everything that people are saying?
Yeah. No. I think people are quick to point fingers, and if people want a GOAT, I think that I'm strong enough to take it, and I think I had a good, solid performance. It's the first international game of the year. It's a friendly. The only thing was that it was against Mexico, you know, you'd want to do better on those plays. And you know, I did fine. You know, it's a good step in the right direction. And you know, the plays that happen, you know, the corner kick, you know, was just a miscommunication between me and another player. And the thing is that we're not yet a team. We become a team in May when that camp happens, when we're together every single day, when we can work on those certain plays. And you know, that's something not to get too ahead of yourself and overanalyze these things, because they're going to get better.
All right, I'm going to ask a few questions from Twitter, the Twitter sphere. You know, you never know where they're coming from, but you know, for the most part, it's kind of chill from these guys. This is from Harrison Sema. How do you feel your chances are of starting in the first game against Ghana?
I have no idea. You know, I don't want to get too ahead of myself and pencil myself in as a shoo-in to be a starter. That's not what I'm about. I think if I continue the way that I'm playing, you know, I think I have a very good chance of being on the field against Ghana. But you know, there's a lot of work to be done, and I'm going to do it.
Okay. Last two. This is from @EverSounder. What advice would you give young players recovering from an ACL injury?
Stay positive and you know, really make sure that you put 100% into your rehab, because if you do that, you know, it'll go a long way in the end. I really put everything I had into my rehab 5 days a week, and I took the weekends off for myself to do whatever I wanted. I got away, you know, out of town and just did my own thing. And I also stayed away from the game just so I wouldn't focus on getting back too early. I wanted to just focus on myself, because that's the most important thing.
How long did it take you to come back?
I got back under 6 months.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I mean, and I wasn't even trying to. I was planning on coming back in 9 months, and you know, I didn't come into the stadium at all. I did my rehab outside, and you know, really focused on myself, and you know, was lucky that everything went smoothly, and I was back quick.
And last question off of Twitter from @GetChris.
Okay.
He wants to ask now, are you more popular amongst your friends now that you have a Chipotle card? Not really, you know, because the Chipotle card just works for me. You can't go in and buy like 5 burritos and then pass them out? You wouldn't do that.
On the card, you have 2 parties a year where I can have up to 100 people. So, you know, maybe I'll be popular on those 2 days.
Maybe at the Stadium Club.
Yeah, maybe here, maybe at your Chipotle near you.
well done. There's the advertisement. Good stuff. Omar Gonzalez, thank you for stepping into Kobi's Corner.
Thank you.